Line up in the morning and stare at your shoes, like meat for a gaffer to pick and to choose. With a tap on the shoulder, he gives you the sign. You can hump call all day for 2 shillings and 9. I'm telling you, Jack, life's not the same when you spend your day loading that 100.
Next up, Wiley's going to talk about when he started, and this would have been common for a lot of dockers, that they may not have been the legal age to start walking down there.
Yeah, I can't remember my right age, but what I do remember was the colour that I was. I was as green as you could be. I knew as little about the docks as was possible. I knew nothing whatsoever. I led a sheltered life. When my father took sick and I was an only boy, and as it was the custom at the time, you took your father's button. I was categorised as a hand-me-downer, not a genuine buttoner. But being as green as I was and not knowing anything about the place, I was willing to learn and to listen, and I'm going to tell you about a particular incident that happened to me at a German ship. What Paddy was talking about there, collecting your gear, the gear was trays. You stacked a load of cartons onto a tray, and you would get possibly from a half a ton to a ton of cargo on each time the crane was taking it out. So I was watching everybody, see how they did it, listening to them telling you that you bend the legs and rather than sort of stoop over. I listened to all this, trying very hard to learn. And one of the guys came over to me, a very well known, very well respected docker. I can't give you names because of the rest of the story. He says to me, what's your name? So I gave him my name. He knew my father well. He says, look at the stadia, Jesus Christ, you're in bits. So I was shitting myself. I hadn't a clue. And like, he was a big boardy fella as well, shoulders all the way up to his neck. And he said, look at the stadia. He says, where'd you get those boots? So I had stepped into my father's boots. I had never worn boots in my life before. I don't know what I wore, Cossacks maybe. But I had literally stepped into my father's boots in the job and everywhere else. And I was literally, as I said, shitting myself, because this was a big guy, very important fella in the hatch. And he said to me, get them boots off you. I didn't know what to do, so I just did what I was told. Took the boots off, and he sent me across the other side of the hold and said, go in there and get fitted. They had created a little Arnott's or Roach's stores right in the corner. And I went in there and there was cartons open, every size you could think of. Got a brand new pair of boots, fit them on, and I came out. When I got out into the centre of the hatch, I realised that the laces were orange. So from up above I must have been gleaming. They would have seen me on the moon. What I didn't realise, what I knew nothing about, was that the crew always have a watchman watching the cargo being discharged. And this fella noticed me. He called the chief officer. Chief officer come down and has a look. He's going up for the captain now, but before he gets the captain, he locked the hatch, so I can't get out. And I said, Jesus, what am I going to do? It wasn't my first day in the docks, but it was about my 10th. And I'm going to lose my father's button, I'm going to get sacked, I'm going to get jailed. I didn't know what to do, panicked, couldn't believe it. But no one else in the hatch was the least bit worried. And that's what really worried me, because, geez, these guys are not going to do anything for me. But the captain went and got the police. So, police came down, they opened up the hatch and they got back down the hatch. And just before they got back down the hatch, a tray comes in, I'm told, take them boots off you, put those shoes on. Now I wear size 9s. My own boots I couldn't find because we had thrown them down the stringers. I have to get these things off me as quick as possible. I got them down with the shoes that were sent in to save my life were size 13. The skippers at the back, look, they're not his. They're not his. He could get his fist down the back of the shoes. But the fair play to the copy said, he has shoes on him. They're not yours, they're well worn. Somebody was outside with a pair of, in his stocking feet, a checker sitting in the car doing his job. My job, my life was saved. It taught me one of the greatest lessons ever. Do you pick up stuff, like what Paddy says, even a bit of tea? If you're gonna pick up an apple, you'll eat the whole lot. You won't even throw the bud away. Beautiful lesson. Biggest lesson of all was right at the very end, when all the hullabaloo was finished and the officers and the police were gone. The same guy who had called me, whatever the hell it was he called me, came over to me and he says, do you know, if we'd have known what you were up to, he says, we would have never let you do that. Because we have a standard to uphold. You got it.
He got cut.
Yeah, that was that was the start.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't get cut.
There's one for to drive it, one for to guide, four to fill it in the darkness inside. And you'll work like a miner, shoveling coal, scraping the floor deep down in the hold. I'm telling you, Jack, life's not the same when you spend your day loading that 100